Hey guys, so if you're signed up for our bed maintenance, what you'll find in January and February is that we're doing a lot of cutbacks. And one of the first things that we will do in January is start cutting back your deciduous plants if they hadn't already been cut back in December. And this is very dependent on when our freeze happens. And deciduous plants, a good example will be like lantana. The top growth will die in the winter whenever they get cold enough, which is they start declining after our first big freeze, and we will cut those back. The plant is actually not dead, it's just the top parts where all the flowers and leaves are, and depending on the type of plant, they'll cut them either all the way down or to a certain point, because they will regrow from the base of the plant or from the trunk or some other part. So depending on the plant is where the height of how far back they'll trim it down. But one of the things that we always start trimming in January are our ornamental grasses. So a good example would be muleys. They're very common. We have pink muleys, which are also called Gulf muleys, and big muleys. Those are our two most common ones out here. But we will trim those back, and that is just so we can get the growth cut back that has died. Same thing with the deciduous plants. A lot of those leaves on the grass plants will kind of die back. We want to cut that off. That way when it starts growing again, you'll have nice green looking grass plants. And then in in February, we'll actually trim back roses if you have them. And this is the time when we trim them back by half. Roses are very, they're kind of aggressive, and you want to do some severe trimming on them or they get kind of out of control and gnarly looking. So in February, we will cut those back by half. And the reason why we want to do it at this time of the year, we want to cut them just before they start growing again. And we don't want to cut them too early in case we have a warm winter and they still might be trying to bud out, or if you might have some flowers on them. And also, if we cut them back too early, we don't want to encourage any growth on them if we have a warm February and then we get hit with another freeze, because then you might not have as many flowers come this spring and summer. So that's kind of what's going on for the winter, which is January and February, with your bed care. They will still get the weeds out, they will still smooth any mulch, but the cutbacks of all your deciduous plants is what's happening, along with the grass plants and then your roses. If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, and we will talk to you later. Thanks a lot.